Hello and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about how FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out, keeps you broke. So let's start this video. In today's world where social media, wanting things right away and always buying more are common, the fear of missing out, FOMO, strongly influences how we spend our money and live our lives. We often feel pressure to have the newest stuff and take fancy vacations, even if it means we're not being smart with our money. FOMO, short for fear of missing out, is that nagging feeling that everyone else is having an amazing time or doing something really cool, while you're left out. It usually hits when you see pictures or updates on social media of people having fun or achieving something awesome. This fear can make you feel like you have to keep checking what others are up to, or it might push you to attend events or buy things just so you don't feel left behind. It's like feeling worried that you're not part of all the fun and excitement going on around you. Social media really amps up our FOMO anxiety by showing us carefully selected glimpses of other people's seemingly flawless lives. We see amazing vacations, fancy stuff they buy, and glamorous moments they have. This makes many of us feel like we need to copy their lifestyles because ours seems dull by comparison. And it's not just celebrities doing this, it's almost everyone, even your neighbor posting photos of their recent trip to Malta. This makes us buy things on the spur of the moment just to keep up with others. Whether it's the newest phone or trendy clothes, giving into FOMO often means we spend more carelessly without thinking about saving or investing. Trying to keep up appearances of being wealthy can make people live above their financial limits, getting into lots of debt to keep up a lifestyle they can't really afford. From eating out at fancy restaurants to living in expensive houses, chasing after status symbols can seriously mess up our finances. FOMO isn't something new. It's been around forever. Think about the gold rush back in the 1800s. Lots of people rushed to California hoping to strike it rich. Not just because of the promise of gold, but also because they were scared of missing out on a chance to change their lives. Jump to today, and we see the same thing happening with cryptocurrencies. People get all excited and make quick investments because they are afraid of missing out on the next big thing. But often, they end up losing everything they had because they acted too hastily, did no research and didn't understand what they were investing in. Now, picture yourself scrolling through your social media feed and stumbling upon pictures of your friends at a fancy wedding in a tropical paradise. You see stunning beaches, delicious food, and everyone looking happy with captions gushing about how amazing the experience was. As you keep scrolling, you can't help feeling jealous and wishing you were at that fancy event. You start doubting your own decisions and wondering why you weren't invited or couldn't afford to go on such a luxurious trip. Even though you're aware that going to the wedding would have been too expensive or clashed with your other plans, you feel like you want to spend a lot of money on a similar trip just to fit in with your friends. The worry of missing out on all the fun and feeling excluded is stronger than thinking sensibly about your money. In this situation, FOMO makes you think about spending too much money and choosing instant happiness instead of thinking about your future finances. It shows how social media can make you feel not good enough and make you do things without thinking that might not be good for you in the long run. Basically, FOMO happens because we're insecure and want people to like us. We're scared of being left out or seeming behind, so we do things without thinking, like spending too much money, just to keep up with others. But doing this can mess up our finances. Also, FOMO can really mess with your mental health and how you feel overall. Always comparing yourself to others and feeling like you have to be just like them can make you super anxious and stressed out. The fear of missing out on things can make you feel like you're always in a rush and never relaxed. which adds to the feeling overwhelmed and can lead to depression. As time goes on, always feeling like you're missing out and not living up to what you think other people want can make depression worse. Seeing lots of pictures and updates on social media that make other people's lives look perfect can make you feel really empty and unhappy with your own life. Now, studies keep finding that we tend to spend money like our friends do, especially on social media where everyone compares their lives. A study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people are more likely to buy stuff or do things that they see their friends doing. It's called herd behavior, and it's when everyone feels like they have to do the same thing as everyone else so they don't feel left out. Social media often makes experiences seem more important than owning things, which makes people spend more on doing things. A study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people are more likely to spend money on experiences like trips, concerts, or eating out, especially if they can share about it on social media and get likes. This focus on doing things can make people spend too much money trying to have cool experiences and get noticed by others. And companies know how much FOMO affects people, so they use it to sell their stuff. They make their products seem special or really wanted to make you feel like you need to get them now. Companies often make offers that only last for a short time to make you feel like you have to act fast. Whether it's a quick sale, a special deal for just one day, or a timer on a website counting down, the fear of missing out on a good deal can make you buy things without thinking. By emphasizing limited availability or scarcity, marketers create a perception of exclusivity and desirability around their product. This can be achieved through phrases like "while supplies last" or "limited edition," as well as through techniques such as artificially restricting inventory or releasing products in small batches. Companies sometimes give special access to certain things to a small group of customers, like VIP members or subscribers. This makes those customers feel important and special, and it makes them want to keep buying from the company or join loyalty programs to keep getting those perks. When companies team up with celebrities or other brands to make special products, it makes those products even more wanted. These limited edition collaborations usually sell out fast, so people rush to buy them before they're gone. Now, let's look at how to break free from FOMO. Start with thinking about why you're giving up every pound spent on Start with thinking about what you're giving up. Every pound spent on spur of the moment things because of FOMO is a pound you can't use for something more important in the future, like saving for your emergencies, retirement, or education. So, set clear money goals and make a budget that matches what matters most to you. Make sure you're spending on what you need, saving and investing the rest. It's okay to treat yourself sometimes as long as reasonable. Change how you think from focusing on what you don't have to being thankful for what you do have. Remember that being rich isn't just about money. It's also about having good relationships, being healthy, and feeling fulfilled. Try to use social media less, especially if it makes you feel like you're missing out on things. Pick what you see online carefully, so you're more inspired and happy instead of comparing yourself to others and feeling jealous. And embrace JOMO, joy of missing out. Try to enjoy missing out on things sometimes. You don't have to do everything, go to every party, or get the newest trend. Not everything that seems great is really worth it. Remember, you can't be everywhere at once. There might be 2 parties happening at the same time with different themes, but you can't go to both. You'll have to pick one, which means you'll miss out on the other. So, that was the video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, then subscribe and give it a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and take care.